What's up, everybody? My name is Antonio, representing Truth and Results Training. All right, today I'm going to bring to you guys on a Q&A. I'm going to start also on this channel for everybody who needs help in the fitness industry, and just basically questions that I get on a daily basis as well that I'm sure can help out everyone in this area. So this little episode is going to be a Q&A. Okay, I'm going to bring to you the truth when it comes to the questions that I get on a daily basis. Okay, all right, so first things first, the question I get all the time, okay, all the time, and I'm sure everybody, you know, as I go along, you'll see that I'm sure you heard these questions as well, and basically how what we can do to help each other to help achieve those questions and goals at the same time. Okay, so first things first, first question I got is how much protein should I consume while bulking, gaining weight? Okay, now that's kind of like a tricky question because for one, it also depends on your body type. Okay, for instance, you got hard gainers out here and you got some that can gain weight just like that. Okay, me myself, when I was a little younger, I had to eat that much more to gain weight, but now as I got older, my metabolism slowed down a little bit, so I gotta watch it. Okay, but yeah, basically, how much protein should I consume while bulking, gaining weight? Okay, you should consume at least 1.5 grams of protein, okay, per pound of body weight. For example, okay, if you weigh 150 pounds, okay, 150 pounds, your target goal, it wants to consume at least 150 grams of protein, okay, if you weigh 150 pounds. Now, me myself personally, I try to go a little bit above that. Okay, it don't hurt when it comes to protein to go a little bit over. Hence, a little bit over. Don't go all outrageous thinking the more protein you consume, the more muscle you will gain. Don't work that way. Okay, so you got to watch that as well. So again, you wanna do at least 1.5 grams, or at the very least 1 gram per pound. Like I say, and that 1 gram per pound is, again, if you weigh, let's say 150, you want to at least target 150 grams of protein or a little bit more. Okay, all right, so next question I got: should I dirty bulk, eating fast food, or clean bulk? Okay, that's clean, healthy foods to gain muscle. Now, that's also a trick question. Okay, depends on your body type. Okay, for instance, if you a fast gainer, you can gain weight just like that. Okay, you don't want to target dirty bulking Monday through Sunday thinking you're going to gain all this muscle. Okay, again, it don't work that way. Okay, if you're a hard gainer, something like myself when I was a hard gainer, you want to target both. Okay, you want to target pretty much, if you're hungry, whatever you got a taste for, you want to eat it, but at the same time you want to consume good quality meals as well. Okay, because remember what I just said, if you're a hard gainer, okay, and all of a sudden you realize the scale is not going up, it would not hurt you to eat some fast food here and there, not every day, okay, but throw in some healthy clean foods as well, okay, to help you get to where you want to go. Okay, but again, it all depends on the individual. Okay, if you're pretty much a fast gainer, you gain weight like that, I would personally consume and stick to healthy meals in and out, because you already have the upper advantage, and the upper advantage is basically you already can gain weight like that. Okay, so if you can gain weight that quickly, eating clean, good carbs, your chicken, your rice, your spinach, your green leafy vegetables, these type of things will help you, will gain you good weight just like that, because again, hence why I just said you already gain weight fast. Okay, but again, if you are a hard gainer, you want to target both. You want to target some fast food here and there to help with your calories. You also want to throw in some good clean foods as well. Okay, next question: how many sets and reps do I need to do in the gym for optimal muscle growth? Okay, it all depends on your current routine. Okay, I tell all my clients to never get comfortable in sticking with a number, okay? That can hinder you. For instance, you don't want to go into the gym saying, you know what, I'm going to do 10 sets of 3 or 3 sets of 10 or whatever have you, okay? Just throwing out some numbers out there. You don't want to do that. Why? Because you get comfortable of hitting that 10 rep, okay, for 3 reps. Your body can probably hit more than 10 reps. So why would you want to, you know, hinder yourself by saying, oh, well, you know, I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 reps. No, okay? Do never ever get caught up in the number, okay? And that's one of the things I want to quickly talk about too. Okay, in this industry nowadays, okay, you hear a lot of that. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 sets of 10. My PR is to go for 12 reps and stuff like that. That's fine if you're tracking the way you're progressing. That's always a good thing. However, okay, that can also hinder you. Okay. And like I just mentioned before, if you can go in there, you feeling good today, you think you can get, you know, you normally do 3 sets of 10. You go in there, you feeling good, and all of a sudden the weight is going up smoothly. You can clearly do more than 10, okay? But yet you got it in your mind as where, you know, I can do, you know, 10 sets, 10 racking. No. Your body is saying, give me more, feed me more, okay? So again, don't never go in there thinking about a number and you say to yourself, okay, well, that's all I'm gonna do today, okay? That can hinder you, okay? So I guess my question, my answer to you is basically, don't go in there with a number, but also know where you're at when it comes to tracking your goals in the gym, okay? But again, it also depends on your current routine. If you in a lower rep range, you know, you want to stick to heavy compound movements and you focus on strength during that routine, okay, same rule apply. Don't go in there and say, well, I'm gonna do 3 reps of heavy and call it a night. Go what your body tells you that it's capable of doing that day. Normally you could probably do 3 reps of 10 or whatever, or you know, whatever. Say then you can do that. At the same time, you could probably get that same weight up because you're feeling good that day 4 to 5 times. You never know. So don't just get a number stuck into your head and that's the only thing you can do that day, okay? Next question. This is a good one right here. How many calories do I need each day for muscle growth? Okay, I kind of touched bases on this during the beginning of this video. Okay, how many calories do I need each day for muscle growth? Now, there are a lot of apps out here. Okay, MyFitnessPal is one of them. That's very, very, you know, on top right now. It's very high. MyFitnessPal. I currently use that from time to time too as well to help me track how many calories I need to consume that day, rather if I want to cut a little weight, if I want to just maintain and just bulk a little bit, okay? Here's the thing with that. Depending on if you're bulking, cutting calories, or whatever the case may be, it's always good to know where you're at and how many calories you need. For instance, MyFitnessPal is going to ask you some basic questions here and there. You know, how much physically active you are. Like if you're a male man, you burn a lot of calories due to a lot of walking and stuff like that, versus if you just sit at a desk, you know, punching in numbers and you're not burning a lot of calories on a daily basis, depending on your job, okay? But it will help you target the area that you need, okay? Let's just throw it out there. So let's just say you want to gain some muscle, okay? But you're a male man. You're consistently burning calories throughout the day. You're working Monday through Friday, and you walk and burn a lot of calories. Well, once you input that in the system of MyFitnessPal, it's going to give you a round total of what you want to target to gain weight, okay? Now, hence what I just said. It's going to give you a round target, okay? Me personally, I always shoot a little bit more than what they're saying. Why? Because again, everybody's body is different. Okay, so I can have me and another person that's the same body type, that's the same weight structure as myself. He works the mailman. I work as a mailman also. Let's just say that. Okay, well, me burning calories versus his burning calories is going to be totally different. So I always shoot a little bit more higher than what they're saying on that app, okay? So Always remember that. Okay? What works for you is what's gonna work. Okay. Let's see if I can pull out another good one here. All right, here's a good one. Can I build good quality muscle with high carb and low protein diet? That's a good one. All right, that's a good one. The answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. And I guess there's some people out here that they focus on carb loading, and a low protein, which that's new to me. So to build muscle, okay, and again, the answer is no. Okay, if you focus on high carb and low protein a diet, and you want to focus, and your goal is to gain muscle, you're not going to get very far. Again, if you want to build lean mass when it comes to muscle, okay, the bottom line, if you're going to gain muscle, and if you want to gain muscle, and that's your goal, lean quality muscle, you're going to need protein for your diet. As I spoke earlier, when it comes to that, you want to target at least 1.5 or at least a gram per pound of your body weight. Okay, not low. That's pretty high. When you're up there, when you want to keep track of your weight, and you want to induce that for protein, which is, like I said, if I weigh 150 pounds and I want to include 150 grams of protein or higher, okay, that's a nice amount of protein for you to get to build quality muscle. Okay, so just to throw it out there, protein is basically mandatory, to gain muscle, no doubt about it. Okay, not carbs, not anything else, not fats. Protein is your key for building muscle. Bottom line. Okay. Now carbs help. I'm not knocking carbs at all. And in fact, I'm a huge fan of carbs. But most of my diet is pretty much carbs and protein. Carbs and protein. Okay. If I'm targeting to build lean quality mass, definitely carbs, you want to include that. But however, I'm not lowering my protein and just focusing on carbs. Okay, you definitely need that high protein scale in order to gain quality muscle. Okay, next question. And I'm not going to keep it long for you guys. I know everybody is busy, so I'll be wrapping it up. I got a couple more questions I want to talk to you guys about, and then from there we'll go from there. Okay. All right, I got another one. Okay. It's 5.5, which is a 5x5 routine. It's the only way to build strength. Now everybody should know basically what a 5x5 is. Basically, it's a weight that you pick. Let's say you can use bench press. You're gonna pick a weight that you can get 5 reps of. Okay, and you will hit that 5 times. Okay, 5 reps for 5 sets. Okay. Not knocking 5x5. However, okay, it has its perks. Okay, that's one of the main keys of, well, I would say, routines that a lot of people incorporate to build strength, and it works. I've done it in the past myself, but I don't stick to it. So to answer this guy's question, is 5x5 the only routine that you can build strength? Okay, that's his question. The only routine. The answer is no. Okay, you can incorporate many different programs in your routine to help you build strength, not just 5x5. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you're doing a flat bench press, and you're tired of doing the same 5x5. Okay, you can switch it up by doing pause reps. Okay, with 85% of your max. Okay, for quality reps. So if anybody doesn't know what pause reps is basically, let's just use bench press for instance. You pick a weight that you can get a good 7 out of, a good clean 7 that you can get the weight of. Okay. Now a lot of people who think it's like, oh, 5x, that's not 5x5. It's you doing 7 reps. Yes, but you incorporating pause reps in that. For example, if you do bench press, okay, instead of you going down 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times 5 and racking it. You can bring the weight down, pause rep. Bring it down, explode up. Pause, explode up. Go all the way back down, pause, and go back up. What that's doing is taking the momentum out of your bench press, okay? And basically, anytime you bring the bar all the way down and you letting it rest in your chest, not for a very long time, but when you bring it all the way down and you pausing, you stopping the momentum. So when you explode up, you use nothing but brute strength from your bench press and from yourself. Once you go all the way down, you pause and you're able to explore all the way up. Even if you can get it for 7, that's just another routine that you can include in your routine as you bench press, and if you want to gain strength. So again, I can go all day long on different routines that I can incorporate and that I have incorporated to build my strength. But to answer this guy's question, no, 5 times 5 is not the only routine that you can use to build strength. Next question. Is it okay to take creatine all year round? Okay, all year round. All right. If anybody don't know what creatine is, you can get it in your meats, steaks, many different meat products, beef, like again, steaks. Creatine you can get every day in your diet, okay? And there's also a supplementation that you can get from a supplement store, to assist if you want to get it, throw it in your routine, okay? Now, basically, long story short, creatine, it helps you with your strength. It helps you build some quality mass, and you only need 5 grams per day for it to be effective. Okay, I'm only mentioning that because a lot of supplements out here, you know, they want you to buy their product. So 1 scoop is actually 10 grams. Like right now, I'm currently taking a creatine right now from Dorian Yates. Creatine is awesome. Okay, his creatine is awesome. However, the only down phase about it, if you don't know what you're doing, the whole scoop is actually 10 grams. Okay, but by me having the knowledge of this, you only need 5 grams per day for it to be effective. So what I do is I take a half a scoop, which is equal to 5 grams, instead of a whole 10 grams of his creatine. Okay, so that's what creatine is. And the question is it okay to take it all year round? The answer is yes. It's very beneficial for you to take it all year round. Don't get caught up in the gimmicks out here by saying, oh, well, you know, you need to take it, cycle the creatine, you know, take it like 4 times a day and all this other extra stuff so you can, you know, get rid of the product so you can go buy some more. That's not the case. Stick to 5 grams per day, and then you'll be set. Okay, so yes, to answer this guy's question, it's okay to take it all year around, but just watch what I mean by you only need 5 grams per day for it to be effective. Okay. All right, I got 2 more questions. Okay, 2 more. Is it true to go heavy on compound exercises and not as much on machines? Okay, that is very true. Okay, however, you always want to keep the muscles guessing. Okay, you don't want to just do the same routine over and over. Your muscles and your body get used to those type of movements. Okay, and then it will hinder your growth. Okay, you always want to keep the muscles guessing. Okay, when I do compound movements, I usually break down the muscles using heavy compound movements. However, I usually finish up on machines so that way I can hit the rest of the muscle fibers that the compound movement, as such as bench press or whatever, that did not get. So for example, after I'm doing a bench press and all my dumbbell work for chest, I usually just wrap it up with like some cable crossovers, pec deck machines, decline or incline machine press at a medium to light weight. Okay, so that again, so I can just finish out exerting all the muscle fibers that I may have not gotten doing the compound movements. Okay, so you can use them both. They both have their ups and downs. It's not a one-way ticket here. Okay. All right, last question. When is the best time to train? Morning or afternoon? All right, that's pretty much a self-explanatory question, okay? But I'm also want to let everybody know the best way. There is no best way, okay? All that depends on what you got going on in your life. For example, if you work the morning shift like I do, anywhere between 7 to 3, you know, 8 to 4, whatever, morning shift. Obviously, the better time to train would be in the afternoon when you get off of work. Or like myself, I usually close down the gym. So when I work out, it usually be like at night. So that way, after doing my normal shift that I work, by the time I get home, eat dinner, let that digest or whatever, it's time for me to hit the weights. So I usually typically hit the weights, you know, at night. That's my optimal way. But again, if you work an overnight shift, you know, it's best to train in the morning or in the afternoon. So it all depends on what you got going on in your life. There's no one way ticket to that, okay? That's what it all depends on your schedule, okay? But that concludes Truth Q&A. And like I said, I thank everybody for actually taking this time to watch my video. I will be incorporating this in the channel as well, the Truth Q&A. And then from there, send your emails to me, okay? At truthandresultstraining@gmail.com. I answer all of them, and I also gather up the information, and like as what I just did now, and I put it on my channel to help everybody else who may have that question as well, okay? So you guys stay tuned for more. Have a good rest of the evening. I'll talk to you later.